guys, welcome back. This is By the Book, and I'm one of your married relationship coaches, Sid. Unfortunately, Sale is not on camera with me today. He had a COVID scare, so hopefully he's all good. He'll get tested in a couple of days, and we can get back to sitting on this couch together and talking to you guys. Anyway, I am talking about Married at First Sight, season 17, episode 8. Wanted to talk about Emily and Brennan a little bit. We haven't talked about them in a while. Their relationship is tanking, I guess I would say, and nobody fully knows what's going on. Brennan is not being very forthcoming, and Sal and I were having a discussion about this that I definitely wanted to take to you guys. And if he is cleared to sit next to me in the next few days, I want to do a follow-up video with him where he can fully express his position on this, because it's just helpful when we can kind of go back and forth about these things. But I'll do my best to fill in for him. So we saw Brennan and Emily seemingly hit it off, at least to some extent. And now with Brennan really pulling back, the question is, like, was he ever attracted to her? Is there something that's like readily apparent that he's having an issue with? Did something happen off camera that we don't know about? Is it something very personal that he doesn't want to say? And we're only left with our own theories as to why Brendan has suddenly done this 180 and is seemingly very standoffish and unattracted to her. It was interesting to have the expert come in and talk to them. I think it was Pastor Cal. Now I'm not even remembering, y'all. But it was interesting to have that conversation go on between them. And then they still needed a follow-up conversation where Emily's just asking directly, let me know, are you attracted to me or not? And he's like, no, I can't say. I don't want to say anything that could hurt your feelings. I'm protecting you. And she was very much right in saying, okay, so by not telling me, you're still telling me. And I think, of course, that's hurtful. But first of all, Sal and I talked about whether you can be direct in a situation like that. You know, he posed a question to me, what if it was something kind of embarrassing, kind of hurtful, kind of what Justin came to Alexis with toward the end of their season. And I'm like, hey, whatever it is, even if it's something like that, it's better to be honest, than to sit here and try to pretend like your partner is flawless, all while you're trying to internalize, how do I deal with this thing that's very real that I can't get over? It's not fair to anybody, you or your partner. So I take issue if he's not able to express that to her either on or off the camera. If he wants to do it off camera, fine. But he's got to say it if he wants to give any real effort to this relationship. But the bigger issue that Sal and I were debating is whether or not this is a chemistry thing. Because as they sat there on the couch and talked about, does he want to touch her? Does he feel drawn to her? And he's just not feeling it. My initial inclination is to say, okay, he just doesn't feel any chemistry for her. And that's one of those things that you just can't account for. Like, it's not something written. It's just one of those, you know it when you see it, you feel it when you feel it type of things. And it's there kind of, or it's not. Sal says from a male point of view that, unless there's something like readily identifiable, there shouldn't be a problem. So we're having this debate about, to us, what chemistry actually is. Is it that unspoken just something? Or is it, things that are readily apparent? Oh, well, I don't like her because she's got blonde hair. I'm not into blondes. The chemistry is kind of diminished. Or is it like, if the chemistry is there, this is my theory, if the chemistry is there, it doesn't matter that she has blonde hair. It's just something that's drawing me to this person. That's what I feel like chemistry is. So this is the debate that we kind of wanted to take to you guys. And like I said, we'll try and do another video on it where Sale can more fully express his point of view. But wanted to understand, like, just generally speaking, if we were to take a poll, what do you guys see as chemistry, and do you feel like that's what's missing between Brennan and Emily, at least from him to her, or is there something specific that he's just not saying? He's being very evasive when it comes to that, so we really don't know what to think. It's just all a bunch of theory. But I want to know, like, what you guys think chemistry is. Is it unspoken? Is it just like a natural magnetic type of attraction? And is it different for men versus women? Because I feel like perhaps I'm just speaking from a singular gender point of view, where for women, chemistry is experienced differently than it is for men. So certainly if we have any men watching, please chime in and give your opinion about that, because I would love to know if that kind of breaks down along gender lines in terms of what those opinions are. So I don't think that Emily and Brennan have much of a chance. I looked at the previews coming up. It looks like Emily's friends are not going to back down. They're going to hold his feet to the fire. And there's just something a little off about Brennan to me. I don't know if it's just that he wasn't ready for this process. For all I know, he could have an old girlfriend that's resurfaced and he really wants to be with her. But it's just a huge question mark. Like, how are we to know what's going on? I hope that as the season goes along, we get some answers, because it's just frustrating to watch him really kind of break her down without any kind of clear explanation as to what's going on. If all you can tell me is, well, I'm still here, I haven't left, that ain't much. If you've mentally checked out, if you physically checked out, you might as well not even be here. And then we'll be down to 2 couples. And if that's what it has to be, I guess that's just what it has to be. But I don't want to see another person, another woman broken down by this process, dragging it out for 8 weeks when there's nothing there. So that's all I want to say about Brennan and Emily at this point. Like I said, hopefully Sal and I will be able to hop back on this thing together and do a more in-depth review of these couples. But for now, guys, drop your comments below. Let us know all about what you think about chemistry, what you think about the chemistry between Brennan and Emily. Is it there? Is he lying? Is there something he's hiding? All theories are welcome. So drop those comments below. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys soon.